Are you logged into your
it's streaming right now. No. All right. Sorry about that, IG family. Appreciate the love.
Is it going? Can you look over there?
Yeah, no, it's back on. I'm showing it on right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll just wait for everybody to come back. I don't know why it dropped like that. Back to YouTube, LOL. Hey, first live stream issues, bugs, woes, what have you. Very, very sorry, guys. Lance, what's good? Appreciate it, man. Sorry. Hey, we're going to get better at this stuff. This is, like I said, my first time doing it. So apologies. Let me fix this light with IG. That's bothering me. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go turn this off back here.
Why'd you turn that off?
Light was in my face. Pay your internet bills, John said. That's hilarious. Yeah, man, I had to call Spectrum. Get me back online. What's good? What's good? Why'd it drop? Who knows? Anyway, I'll get back into what I was saying. I think I would utilize Brew McCoy in the same manner that UCLA utilized Miles Jack. And then eventually you go the way of, you let the tape figure it out. You let the tape speak for itself with the young man. If he has more gifts and he shows more potential on defense, then you stick that way. It also depends on how your wide receiver room shakes out because, he's a part of a team still. And we have a lot of guys in that wide receiver room that are very, very gifted. We felt great about the wide receiver room before signing him, but it's tremendous. Do you think the 2018 DB class will shine this year? CFB picks. We're talking about Anthony Cook and Jalen Green. I like Anthony Cook. I like what I saw from him. Especially having to start some game, the Oklahoma State game in particular. It looks like Kobe Boyce, who was from the 2017 class, will probably start on the other side with Jalen Green having to start the first game because, as we know, Anthony Cook is suspended for the first half against Louisiana Tech. So we'll have to see. I do like Anthony Cook's, in man coverage especially. He seems to just lock on to guys' hips. We like Jalen Green's size, but they're going to get a hell of a lot of reps in spring. And somebody made a really good point on Twitter. I forgot who it was, and I'm sorry, but somebody made the point on Twitter that a lot of these guys, the wide receiver DB battles in practice are going to be incredible. And I do see that here with this group and the potential that they're going to get to helping each other get better. Just day in, day out, competing. I think that's going to help both sides of the ball. When you have your DB room, just same thing with offensive and defensive line. When both of those guys are, they help pick each other up. And one of the things that helped me and my outset for this season was when Tom Herman started to say the offense started winning some battles in practice, because before we'd always heard the defense is ahead of offense, and defense would constantly win scrimmages and whatnot. And when they started beating each other, that's when I'm like, okay, there's some real competition. There's some real competitors, going on here. So really, really cool. Jalen Hurts. Boys showed us against OSU. I mean, yeah, but he was really inexperienced, and he's going to be one of those things. It's going to be one of those things where that was baptism by fire. Hadn't probably had a whole lot of reps. This spring, fall, he's running with the ones until he loses his job. So I expect him to be a lot better. Hurts is gone. OSU is totally different from Alabama. Oh yeah, but Lincoln Riley, you got to show respect to Lincoln Riley. Brilliant offensive mind. I mean, how many coaches have back-to-back Heisman Trophy quarterback winning QBs. I mean, Hurts ain't no Kyler. No, and I expect them to have a little bit different offense. I really do. I don't think if you're going to ask Jalen Hurts to be Kyler Murray, good luck. Y'all going to aim 5. I mean, it is what it is. Boyce he's got to get better. He's got to get better. But Kenyatta Watson's another guy to look at. You look at his measurables and his size. This staff has shown us they're not afraid to play guys early. So I do see Watson possibly playing into the mix there. A lot of opportunities for some of these younger DBs to get a look and get some reps. Justin McGuff, welcome. You think Sam has developed completely because of half of his big plays are 50-50 balls? I wouldn't go so far to say that. I think a lot of the stuff downfield are 50-50 balls. But if you look at some of the touchdown passes he had to throw, those were tight window throws, slants, out routes. Sam short to intermediate to me was phenomenal the second half of the season. Yes, downfield, he's going to have to work on his deep posts, especially to Devin Duvernay. That was the missing piece of our offense. We have to generate some big plays. We came up short this year in a lot of ways. We didn't have any offensive plays over 50 yards. So that's something we're going to have to develop. Jonah Oliver, thank you. Cooks and Green are going to be dogs in man coverage. I hope so. Front seven is going to be young this year. How do you think it shakes out? Well, y'all saw what Osai did. Taquan Graham forced a fumble. I'm actually excited about. I think we can get better up front. Keandre Coburn. A lot of these guys. You have hopefully a healthy Malcolm Roach, who should be an upgrade over what we got out of Brecken Hager. I like a lot of what we're seeing on the defensive line. What do you think we'll do with Overshawn? I think his best fit's at safety, but supposedly he's training at linebacker. Safety and linebacker are starting to become interchangeable with that rover position, those CFB picks, especially in our defense in the Big 12. You're still going to have to cover people, but Overshawn instinctively, I think he can play close to the line of scrimmage as they get his frame together. So I encourage many of you to keep track of his progress over the spring. I'm curious to see what his body looks like if he can hold up, because the one difference is at linebacker, he's going to have to play better at the point of attack. I'll be at the LSU game. Jonah Oliver, I'm not sure if I'm going to the LSU game yet. Stay tuned. It's early, but definitely be out there for tailgating and whatnot, if anything else. IG folks, how are we doing? Just reading some of the comments. Hey, Hattie, what's going on? Texas football, what's up, girl? Hopefully Deli stays healthy. Deli definitely has to stay healthy because linebacker is what I'm worried about, and the depth there, which is another reason why we have to kind of cross-train Overshawn there too. BJ Foster as well. What do you think about Tyler Owens? Tyler Owens is going to be really interesting because he obviously recently got the 5-star from 24/7. I think they got him up to number 24 in the country. And Tran and John and I, we're going to talk a lot about Tyler Owens on Tuesday. I'm going to save some of my thoughts there, but that rating seems a bit suspicious. And I'm speaking objectively as a UT fan. And his film tackling especially looks outstanding. Haven't seen a whole lot from him in coverage, but those of you who have seen more of Tyler Owens play, please chime in.